Hello, Moon Meditations loves. I am doing this recording to get you ready for your own personal Equinox Mabon ritual. Um, and I want to invite you to connect with me in prayer first, and then we're going to get on with it. So if we can just take a moment to get centered, get grounded, get in the place. It's not that we're performing a ritual right now. We just want the channel to be open so that we can hear what we need to hear and fully connect to the nuances that you need to make for your own ritual to have that deep meaning that we're looking for. So tune into your heart space, maybe take a few deep breaths. Connect to that solar plexus chakra, that deep willingness to open the portal, to glean what you need, to take what you need and leave the rest. You want to activate both third eye and crown chakras to take you in the energy of receiving from your own personal guides, angels, light beings, and ancestors, that which turns this framework into the actual working of magic in the way you need it to happen. And so it is. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here with you because I have a little slide presentation that we are going to view together. If I can move my boxes to get, there we go. So this is my Equinox Mabon ritual. And my ritual intention is for gratitude. This is a first harvest ritual. So always we're going to celebrate a harvest with gratitude. But we're also drawing in recommitment and balance energy. So the first thing that I like to do is an invocation to the goddess. I'm not working with a specific deity this month for this ritual. I am calling in the Sacred One, and I feel like that gives us lots of room. So if you are Wiccan pagan oriented, you can call in the deity of your choice, the one that you work with, your guide. But you don't have to. You can also call in, the energy of the sacred source, the energy of all that is, the great above and below, God, goddess, the muse, the voice of your true soul, the goddess as you call her by your own name. All of those invocations are welcome and appropriate for this working. And then I just wrote up a basic prayer that I'm going to use tonight. Feel free to edit it. You can just, completely lift it, use it as you see fit. If you want to watch this video with your coven or your spiritual group or your gal pals and put this together as a group, I think that's a great thing to do as well. Don't worry about stepping on my toes. So I call in the Sacred One and I bid her to abide with us and within us. That invites in the energy, and really try to do it with some dramatic flair if you can muster it up. I offer deep gratitude for lessons learned. These are the hard things that came up during fire season. So instead of seeing things as things we want to push away, the energy, we're going to invite it in with deep gratitude because those are lessons learned. I offer deep gratitude for karma transmuted. whatever went down during fire season, there is a benefit for you. There is the growth that's come out of it. So we want to honor the fact that we all have karma that we deal with, karma that writes the scales. And so we want to honor that as well. I offer deep gratitude for the sustenance of our physical bodies. Harvest season, the actual harvest of the earthly plane where we are sustained through another season, and we are putting stores by to get us through the winter. I invoke balance of all energies. So, balance in your physical world, but also in your energetic body. And I recommit myself to, for me, my intention word for this year has been devotion. So I am recommitting myself to devotion. Blessed be. Amen. And so it is. All the things. And then I want to take us into the actual balancing of the energy. Let me just move this down here. That will be a little more helpful. So I'm going to call in the directions, and I'm doing that via tarot cards. So the first one, and this is from the Druid Craft deck. I don't seem to have the box out here with me. So we're going to start in the north. I am feeling that for my ritual tonight. If there's a different starting spot for you that calls to you, or your tradition starts in the east, a lot of traditions start in the east, do it your way. Do it in your order. This doesn't have to be done the way I do it. So we open the north and we conjure the Queen of Pentacles. We bring forth her energy, all right? Earth balance offers us stability as we practice living in alignment with Mother Nature. A balanced Earth Queen is generous and patient with other people as well as herself. So when we bring, what might indicate that some of your Earth is out of balance is if you're feeling overprotective, you're feeling scarcity and lack, you're feeling ungrounded, like you're sort of getting dragged around your life rather than being in charge of your response and reaction to different life circumstances. If you're feeling hurried and rushed, that isn't in line, that isn't in balance with this earth element. So we're going to call in that patience and the nurturing. Plant your feet firmly into the rich, fertile soil of her body and draw up the fortitude that you need to serve as sovereign of your physical and energetic bodies. We claim stability as our birthright and step forward with her blessings. This is one of the things about this working, is that we are claiming these things. We're not asking for them. We are not begging for them. We don't come to the goddess as beggars. We come to the goddess as sisters. We come to the goddess as priestesses. So we are going to claim what is our birthright in this ritual. And then we say, thank you, Queen. Next is the East, the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords in this Druid Craft deck. We open the East and we step into the Queen of Swords. Air balance supports us with clarity and independent thought processes. The Mother of Intellect is here to support right choices and right use of personal power. So we're calling in this balance of using our influence, our brains, our communication, and our words in the service of right choices and right use of personal power. Now, this is for ourselves. We're not telling other people what their right choices are or their right use of personal power is. If someone's not in alignment with your understanding of those things, you can just stay with those who are in alignment with the rightness that feels in your own integrity. Don't use this to point your sword at people and tell them how they're wrong, because that's judgment, and that's not a balanced energy. Reach your arms up to the wind and feel her swirling around you. Draw in inspiration that you need to serve as sovereign of your mind and of your deeds. We claim truth as our birthright and step forward with her blessings. Thank you, Queen. And as you're saying these, turn in the direction of the direction that you're invoking. So, salute the north, salute the east, salute the south, salute the west, salute the above and the below. And if you don't know how to do that, you probably have one you don't know about, or you can get an app that's a compass, and you can find where the directions are in your space. Then just face that direction. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just one more layer of detail that makes devotional practice more rich and textured. So the South, the Queen of Wands, the element of fire, we open the South and embody the Queen of Wands. Wands is the suit of action and movement and activity. And so we want to embody the energy because we are going to do some things with it, okay? Fire balance aligns us with confidence and the willingness to act on our own behalf. The sacred fire keeper is here to ignite our passions. She moves us and we respond. This is sort of a call and response kind of feeling. You listen, the fire goddess moves you, and then you move into it with her. You trust her. Draw close to the holy flame and feel the heat move you. Bless your passions in vibrance as you claim sovereignty of all that you enact. You are the catalyst. Embody the passion and the vibrance. We claim creativity as our birthright and step forward with her blessings. Thank you, Queen. And then the West, the Queen of Cups, element of water. We open the West and beckon the Queen of Cups. We bring her close to us. Look at this beautiful image here with the moon floating above. We are headed into full moon next week. So we are still in this building energy, and everything that we call in right now increases and becomes greater. Water balance infuses us with softness and compassion. The grandmother of intuition is here to drench us in love and bring messages from beyond the veil. Drink in her elixir and feel the healing. Quench your emotional thirst so that you are able to serve as sovereign of your emotions. You do not need to be run around by your emotional upheaval. You can call in the balance here. I promise that you can. We claim love as our birthright and step forward with her blessings. Thank you, Queen. And then we're going to move on to the great above and the great below, because we're creating this energetic orb around us. So it's all the directions this way, and then it's below and above this way, and we meet in the center of our heart space. So for the upper world, we are calling in Temperance. We've been working with her for a little while now, leading up to Mabon. We open the upper world and step into Temperance, the energies of our personal connection with righteous living is bound to our intentions by our right. So our personal connection with righteous living is our own personal thing. You are the alchemist of your own life. So don't use somebody else's measuring cups. Use your own. As queen of yourself, you are inspired and uplifted by walking in balance with your inner alchemist. Conjure wisely, witch. We are held in protection. We bow in gratitude. We recommit. And then, oh, I'm not getting there's my slide. Then we call in the below, the underworld, and we're using the death card. As I've said before, I'm working with the death card this entire year. With her comes the energy of the Morrigan for me. The underworld is that deep shadow that we so often wish to disown and push away. And with calling in the below, we are beckoning that authentic right-sizedness, that balance of light and shadow, and knowing that every piece of us is a necessary part of us that was written into our soul contract for our highest, all right? So don't disown your shadow, girls. We open the underworld and relinquish control. Our lessons have been presented and we surrender into the depth of knowing. As queen of yourself, you are wizened and forged by the release of judgment. Remember wisely, witch. We are held in protection. We bow in gratitude. We recommit. So this is the framework of the ritual that I'm doing tonight. All these cards will be on my altar, as you will see from the next video. But this is going to get you started in calling in that balance. I wanted to share just one more piece of this presentation. Oh, did I close my... Well, we're just gonna stop there. And I'm gonna do the other part when I do the altar setup. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. I would love to see pictures of your altars. I'd love to see pictures of your ritual workings, as much as you're called to share. If you wanna do a video, that would be great, but don't feel like you have to. And make it your own. Make it meaningful to you. Put that thing on there that you think is a little weird, but it just speaks to your heart. It's important for you. Pay attention. All right. I will see you soon.